Is your kitchen the place where you feel stressed every day? Imagine no longer spending hours cleaning or hunting for things. Just a few simple steps, and you'll have a kitchen that's organized, efficient, and a joy to use. Today, I'm going to show you how to declutter and organize your kitchen for good, saving you time, and making your kitchen feel like a peaceful, functional space. If you skip this video, you're missing out on the chance to create a kitchen that's not only cleaner, but actually enhances your daily life and reduces stress. Before we jump in, I want to know, does your kitchen ever feel overcrowded with things you don't use? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so we can dive into more practical tips together. The first step in decluttering your kitchen is to assess the items you own and identify what's truly necessary. Kitchens tend to accumulate items over time that we don't always need or use. Whether it's from impulse buys, gadgets from online ads, or utensils we thought we'd use but never do. These items take up valuable space that could be better used for things you actually need. Start by going through each section of your kitchen: drawers, cabinets, counters, and even storage spaces. Open every drawer and cabinet and ask yourself, when was the last time I used this? If the answer is over a month, it might be time to part ways with it. This includes things like specialty kitchen gadgets, a cake pop maker, bread machine, or fondue set that only serve one purpose and never see the light of day. Next, tackle the duplicate items. How many spatulas or wooden spoons do you really need? If you have multiples of the same item, choose your favorites or the ones in the best condition and donate or discard the rest. Keep only the essentials, the tools that you use daily or at least several times a week. Another area to focus on is cookware. While it's tempting to hold on to every pan or pot, most kitchens only need a few essentials: a large pot, a small pan, and maybe a specialty piece like a griddle if you use it frequently. If you have multiple pots and pans you rarely use, consider donating them. Ask yourself, do I really need that extra large pot I use once a year for a big family meal? Or can I store it somewhere else like a holiday bin? Also, be mindful of appliances that are just taking up space. If you have a blender that you only use for smoothies once in a while and it's taking up precious counter space, store it away when not in use. If it's an appliance you rarely use, ask yourself if it's worth the space it's occupying. If not, consider donating it to someone who will use it more frequently. Lastly, don't forget about food. Check your pantry and fridge for expired items or ingredients you bought with great intentions but never used. If you have an ingredient that's been sitting there for months or even years, let it go. Make space for fresh, useful ingredients that you'll actually use in your cooking. By taking a critical look at what's taking up space in your kitchen and eliminating unnecessary items, you'll instantly feel the difference. Not only will you have more space, but you'll also have a kitchen that's easier to navigate, making cooking and meal prep that much more enjoyable. And if you're finding it hard to let go of certain items, don't worry. In the next video, we'll dive into how to make the decluttering process easier and help you say goodbye to the guilt that often comes with parting with things you're emotionally attached to. You won't want to miss it. But for now, let's continue focusing on organizing your kitchen and creating that clutter-free space you deserve. Once you've decluttered your kitchen, organizing the remaining items is crucial for maintaining a functional and efficient space. Start with your cabinets and drawers. Group similar items together. Store all baking supplies like measuring cups and mixing bowls in one spot, and cooking utensils like spatulas and spoons in another. This will help you easily access what you need without rummaging through everything. If your drawers are disorganized, use drawer dividers to keep small items like utensils or tools in their place. Maximize your vertical space. If you have tall cabinets, use risers or adjustable shelving to make the most of the height. This will give you more storage space without cluttering the shelves. Keeping frequently used items at eye level makes them easy to grab, while less used items can go on higher or lower shelves. Utilize clear containers for pantry storage. For dry goods like pasta flour and sugar, clear airtight containers are a game changer. They not only keep food fresh, but also help you quickly see what's inside. Label each container to prevent confusion and help you keep track of your stock. Tidy up your counter space. Keep only the essentials on the counter like your coffee maker or knife block. For other appliances that are used less frequently, store them in cabinets or drawers to maintain a clean and clutter-free space. Organize your fridge and freezer. Use baskets or bins to keep similar items together like dairy meats and condiments. This helps you stay organized and ensures you can find what you need quickly while avoiding expired items. By organizing your kitchen storage, you'll not only save time during meal prep, but you'll also create a more pleasant and stress-free cooking environment. After clearing out this obvious clutter, it's time to focus on areas in your kitchen that tend to accumulate small, unnecessary items. These areas, if left unchecked, can quickly become the most cluttered and frustrating spots in your kitchen. Start with the kitchen drawers. These spaces often turn into junk drawers where everything from receipts to random tools gets shoved in. Go through each drawer and remove everything that doesn't belong or that you haven't used in a while. You'd be surprised by the number of old rubber bands, random pens, or single-use gadgets hiding there. Consider using drawer dividers or small trays to separate essentials like utensils and measuring spoons and keep everything organized so that only what's necessary takes up space. Move on to the utensil holder or crock on your counter. Many of us throw everything from scissors to pens into these holders, but they can quickly become overcrowded with things you don't need. Take everything out, wipe down the container, and then put back only the items you actually use regularly. If you find things that don't belong like stray nails, extra pens, or old receipts, discard them. Tidy up the countertops. While it's tempting to leave appliances or tools out on the counter, this often leads to clutter. Items like can openers, blenders, or old coffee machines can take up valuable space. If you use them daily, keep them out of course. But for items that you use less frequently, store them away to free up counter space. A clutter-free counter not only makes your kitchen feel more spacious, but it also makes cleaning much easier. Check your pantry for clutter as well. Over time, small items like half-used boxes of cereal, empty jars, or old baking ingredients can pile up and take up valuable shelf space. Sort through everything and get rid of anything that's expired, damaged, or no longer needed. Consider investing in clear storage bins or baskets to group smaller items together, making them easier to find and use. By tackling these small, often overlooked spaces, you'll create a much more organized kitchen. The more you stay on top of areas prone to clutter, the easier it becomes to maintain a tidy, efficient cooking space. After decluttering your kitchen and organizing your storage, it's time to focus on one of the most commonly cluttered areas, the refrigerator. Over time, food can accumulate often without us realizing how much is going to waste. Checking and organizing your fridge not only prevents food waste, but also helps you find what you need quickly when cooking. Start by removing expired items. The first thing you should do is go through every shelf and drawer checking expiration dates. Toss out anything that has gone bad. This includes dairy products, condiments, and anything that looks spoiled. You'd be surprised by how much space you free up by simply getting rid of expired food. An organized fridge not only helps with space, but also ensures that your food stays fresh longer and reduces unpleasant odors. Next, check for leftovers and unused ingredients. Often we store leftovers or open ingredients with the intention of using them again, but forget about them until they're no longer edible. Go through your containers and check if any leftovers have been sitting there too long. If they're still good, consider repurposing them into a meal, but if not, discard them. Also look at ingredients that you bought but never got around to using. If they're not going to be used soon, it might be time to let them go. Organize by category. Once you've removed the expired or unnecessary items, it's time to organize. Group similar items together, dairy in one area, meats in another, and vegetables in their own section. This will make it much easier to find what you need. Use clear bins or baskets to contain smaller items like cheese fruits or snacks so they stay organized and visible. Finally, give your fridge a quick wipe down. Clean up any spills or sticky spots and check for any food debris hiding in the corners. Regularly maintaining your fridge this way will keep it fresh, organized, and easy to navigate. By keeping your refrigerator organized and regularly checking for expired or unused food, you'll reduce food waste, make meal prep easier, and enjoy a more organized kitchen overall. One of the biggest changes I made to keep my kitchen organized was reducing the number of unnecessary items on the countertop. Before, I'd leave my blender, coffee maker, and other gadgets out simply out of habit. But I quickly realized that when the kitchen feels cluttered, it becomes overwhelming, and cooking starts to feel more stressful. Since I started clearing away the things I don't need every day, everything has felt much more manageable. Storing away appliances I don't use often has freed up valuable space for what I actually need during meal prep and cleanup. It also makes the counter look cleaner and more inviting. I also started grouping similar items together. For example, I keep oils and spices on a small tray and put fruits in a decorative bowl. Not only does this reduce clutter, but it also makes it easier for me to grab what I need without having to search through everything. Finally, I created a habit of cleaning up right after each meal. It only takes a few minutes, but it keeps the countertop neat and ready for the next task. Now, every time I walk into the kitchen, it feels more welcoming, and cooking has become a lot more enjoyable. By keeping my kitchen counters clear and organized, I've created a more efficient space where I can cook without feeling overwhelmed by clutter. It's a simple change that has made a big difference in how I experience my kitchen. Keeping your kitchen tidy doesn't have to be a big chore. It's all about developing a few easy habits that make tidying up part of your daily routine. The more consistent you are, the easier it will be to maintain a clean and organized space. One habit I've found to be really effective is setting aside a few minutes each evening to tidy up after dinner. After I'm done cooking, I clean as I go, putting away utensils, wiping down counters, and washing dishes. It only takes about 10 minutes, but it means my kitchen is ready to go in the morning and I don't have to face a mess first thing. This simple habit makes all the difference in preventing clutter from piling up. I've also learned to clean up my cooking tools while I'm in the middle of preparing meals. For example, if I'm waiting for something to simmer or bake, I'll use that time to wash a few dishes. By the time I'm done cooking, most of the kitchen is already cleaned up, which saves me time later on. One of the easiest ways I keep my kitchen organized is by always putting things away as soon as I'm finished using them. Whether it's a cutting board, measuring cup, or spoon, I make it a point to return it to its proper place right away. This simple action helps keep surfaces clear and reduces the chances of clutter building up. By making these habits a regular part of my routine, my kitchen stays neat and functional without feeling like a constant effort. The key is consistency, taking small actions every day that prevent the mess from growing. It's all about making tidying up something you do naturally, not just when it becomes overwhelming. An organized kitchen isn't just about decluttering. It's also about keeping your pantry and fridge stocked with the right items and avoiding waste. One of the most effective ways I've found to keep things running smoothly is by setting up a simple yet effective shopping system. I started by creating a grocery list system. Before I go shopping, I always take a few minutes to check what's running low in the kitchen, whether it's pantry staples like pasta or more perishable items like milk. I use a notes app on my phone to track what I need to buy. This way, I don't forget anything and I don't end up buying duplicates of items I already have at home. To make this even more efficient, I categorize my shopping list based on where I shop. For example, I group the items I buy from Costco in one section and the ones from Trader Joe's in another. This reduces the amount of time I spend in the store and ensures I don't wander aimlessly down aisles picking up things I don't need. I also keep a pantry check routine. Every couple of weeks, I go through my pantry and fridge to check for expired items or ingredients I haven't used in a while. If I have something I know I won't use soon, I either donate it or find a way to incorporate it into a meal plan. This helps prevent food waste and keeps my kitchen organized. Another key part of my system is buying in bulk. For items I use often like rice flour or spices, buying in bulk helps me save money and ensures I always have what I need on hand without running to the store constantly. By creating a shopping system that works for me, I've been able to keep my kitchen stocked with what I actually need, avoid food waste, and save time and money in the process. A little planning goes a long way. Now that you have the tools and strategies to keep your kitchen organized, it's time to put them into action and enjoy a more functional, clutter-free space. Remember, the key is consistency. Small daily habits will make a big difference in maintaining a tidy kitchen that works for you. But what happens when you find yourself struggling to let go of certain items? We've all been there, holding on to things because they have sentimental value or because we think we might use them one day, even though we never do. If that sounds like you, don't worry. In the next video, I'll be sharing some simple and effective strategies to help you declutter the items you just can't seem to part with without the guilt. I'll show you how to ease the emotional attachment and make decisions that benefit your space and peace of mind. So if you've been feeling stuck or guilty about letting go of certain items, this next video will be your perfect guide. Stay tuned and let's work together to create a home that truly serves you free from the clutter that holds you back. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.